Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erica with Memory Box Candle Co. And I make videos all about the journey of starting a candle business. In today's video, I thought it would be interesting just to share with you some of my 2023 goals, plans, ideas, strategies that I'm thinking of for my candle business. Now, if you haven't seen my previous video where I talked about my income for 2022, I will have that linked above because planning for that video kind of got me thinking of doing a follow-up video of talking about my goals for 2023 for this business. So if you haven't seen that video, basically what I shared is that for the year of 2022, we earned just under $37,000 in product sales for Memory Box Candle Co. Now, for this amount, I was actually pretty happy about that because it was more than we did in 2021. But when I was really looking at it, especially the last quarter of the year is where we had a lot of that income, which I know that's pretty typical with a lot of businesses. But looking at that and thinking about how I wanted to change things for 2023 kind of got me thinking like we can do so much more than that. And I didn't want to just set the goal at $50,000 for the year for 2023 for product sales, even though I know that that's really kind of that goal, that threshold in my mind of, okay, we can definitely get over that. We can definitely make more than that. But I have a goal of earning or making $100,000 in product sales for 2023. Now, when you think about that number, $100,000 in sales, it's a really big number. Like I know that that's a lot of money. That's a lot of sales. And the way that I am thinking about it is instead of looking at it as $100,000 in sales, is I am breaking that up. So what I did was I actually broke it down into how much we needed to earn per month, per week, and per day. So in order to earn $100,000 in sales, we need to make $8,333 per month, or $2,083 per week, or $277 a day. I personally like to look at that $277 a day because I'm like, okay, that's a lot more attainable. It seems so much more attainable. Like, okay, $277 a day. That's what we can work towards. These numbers are rough estimates. I kind of did it a couple of times and I think these numbers kind of will be a little bit over. I think it's $101,000 a year. Regardless, it's close enough. So when I was looking at this breakdown and thinking, okay, Erica, so we want to earn $100,000 in product sales for 2023. So how exactly are we going to do that? And what percentage and where exactly do you want that money to come from? Because again, when you look at that, it just sounds like a very arbitrary number unless you start to put more in place and implement more into it and break it down further so that you have specific goals in mind based on that bigger goal that you're trying to attain. So I put down $20,000 in vendor sales and $30,000 in wholesale / private labeling sales and $50,000 in online sales. So with that in mind, all of these very large numbers, all of these very large goals, I really don't think that I am going to be upset if we don't hit our goals. But if I do have those goals in mind, and again, I think that this is actually the first year that I have sat down and given myself monetary value of these goals and these sales goals and specific sales goals within those numbers that I'm wanting to hit, and then thinking about, okay, well, how are we going to get there? And how are we going to, make the money that I'm setting forth for all of these goals? So for instance, the $20,000 in vendor sales, that would mean that we need to attend 25 to 30 markets with an average of $600 to $800 made at each market, depending on how many markets we do. And then we'll be able to hit that goal of $20,000 in sales. So that's going to be anywhere from 1 to 3 markets a month. Again, depending on if one market we do one month we do one market, another market we do 3 or 4. That's going to kind of affect on, the average amount, but I think it's around 2 2 markets a month will get us there, but we're going to need to go more towards that 3 on some of the markets, because that would only be 24 markets if we did 2 markets a month. So again, I think it's anywhere from like 1 to 3 or 1 to 4 markets a month, depending on how it's going to average out. And again, more towards the end of the year or more towards the springtime, we're going to be doing a lot more. So that was kind of something that once I thought about that logically and thought about how we're going to actually attain that, we need to attend a lot more markets based on my knowledge of knowing how much we typically earn at each market. So beyond that, some of the other goals that we have is to acquire 5 new wholesale clients. So you guys know I've been talking about wholesale for so long. I'm so happy that we were able to gain 3 new wholesale clients during Q4 of last year. That was extremely exciting. One of them was actually a private label client, and I wasn't sure about private label for the longest time, but I actually had a lot of fun with it and I really enjoy it. Private label, if you're not aware of what that is, essentially what that is a company will purchase your products and have their logo, their brand name on it. So on the very bottom of the candle, it does say manufactured by Memory Box Candle Co., but that's the only area on the candle that my logo or my name is actually on the candle. So again, a lot of people don't really like that. I have found it to be very, I just like it a lot. I mean, it's profitable. It's, you're able to work, with these people that are, building their brand with it. And I just like it a lot. I didn't know if I would like it, but I actually do really like it. So we want to have 5 new wholesale clients for the year of 2023. I also have a goal of posting on Instagram at least once per day. Now, this could be a regular post on the feed or just an Instagram story. Sometimes I find myself so wrapped up in what I'm doing in life, or I'm just like, man, I don't know what to post, and I won't post anything for days, and that's not good. You have to post consistently, especially on your stories, because the more consistently you post on your stories, the more likely you are to show up as one of the main people on the top story feed that you continuously click on. And the more chances are that people will be reintroduced to your brand over and over and over again. And one of the things that I noticed is that I get more consistent sales when I post more consistently on Instagram. I know it's a concept, but it's totally true. I've noticed it that when I'm more active, when I post more, I get more sales. And I know I've been back and forth between the whole relying on social media and all that kind of stuff, but that's why I'm trying to diversify within Memory Box Candle Co. the amount of income that we're making on each kind of separate stream in those 3 different categories, and not just relying on getting $100,000 just in online sales, for example. And I also, within this, is posting more reels. And I know that we probably all are telling ourselves, yes, I need to make more reels, I need to make more videos. And I don't know what it is. I can sit down and film a YouTube video and tons of YouTube videos, and I just know what I'm doing when it comes to that. But with reels, I just feel like it takes like a different thinking process than what I'm used to, and takes me a little bit longer, so I'm not as apt to make them all the time. But that's definitely something that I need to start doing more of, for obvious reasons of the fact that they get so much more traction than just regular posts. So those are the ways that I'm going to increase online sales, but also something that I'm trying out for the very first time is I'm going to be trying out Instagram ads. So I just am now working with somebody who is a UGC content creator, which is a user-generated content creator, and I sent them out one of my candles. They're going to be making a little video that I can use as an ad, and I'm just going to try it out. Again, I don't know if this is going to work very well, but I am going to try it out to see how it does. And then in terms of some other goals, I have a goal to go back to filming more than one YouTube video at a time. I found myself falling back into the habit of only filming one YouTube video at a time, and then I would be filming multiple times a week versus just choosing one day out of the week and knocking out 2 or 3 videos within that day. And I think the reason why I stopped doing this was because, of course, I have something that prevents me from being able to just sit down and film for hours and hours, because there's something about, I don't know if it's the concentration, the intensity of when I talk and get really passionate about what I'm saying, or if it's the lights around me. But I get ocular migraines every so often. I just had one a few days ago because I was concentrating so hard on my computer, and it just affects me, gives me headaches. Migraines. So I have to kind of take breaks in between filming. So I really have to take like the whole day in order to film these YouTube videos, or else I just kind of push myself too far, which I have before with just get it done, film it, get it done. But I will be able to do it in a way, if I take breaks in between, to be able to film multiple YouTube videos in a day. And that's just going to help me be more efficient, which is, again, what I'm always striving towards is efficiency, and to be able to just keep getting content up for you guys. And then the last one is going to be creating 2 more online courses. So I did launch my first online course, which was the Mastering Shipping course for shipping out candles. And that was awesome. Really great feedback on that. And I appreciate all of you who purchased that course and got a lot of value out of it. And I learned a lot from creating that course. So I have a couple different ideas of other courses that I want to create. And yeah, that's really exciting. I really enjoyed creating that course. And I'm the kind of person who really loves to have a goal in mind and a project, and I get very like hyper focused in on that project. And that's kind of what I'm striving for right now, is to find that project that I need to be working on. So these are essentially just where I am going to be headed for 2023 in terms of goals, in terms of what I am trying to strive for, what Chris and I are trying to strive for. And we did have a business meeting about a week ago, just talking about the new year, talking about goals, talking about what we're wanting to do, and the fact that we're going all in together 100% into this business. And yeah, it's crazy. Dream come true. I seriously just still can't believe that we're working on this business together. It is just the coolest thing ever. But with that, I think I'm probably going to just end today's video right here. But I want to hear from you in the comment section below. Let me know what is 1 or 2 of your 2023 goals. This could be personal, this could be business, anything that you want to say. What are your goals that you are trying to achieve within this new year that we are in of 2023? And with that, I think I'm going to end today's video right here. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave it a big thumbs up, as well as subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram at Memory Box Candle Co. And I will see you in my next video.